Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Certified Math Majors channel. Now, today we are going to learn a shortcut way to find the distance between 2 points plotted on the rectangular coordinate system. But this shortcut method only applies if the coordinates of the points are integers. That means if the coordinates contains either fractions, decimals, or radicals, then this shortcut method cannot be used. So let's start. Let's have the first example. Find the distance between the points 1, 3 and -1, -1. Now, all we have to do is first, we're going to plot this on the rectangular coordinate system. You have 1, 3 here. We label it as A. And then -1, -1, we label it as B. Then, after that, we use the concept for the slope of a line. We're going to find the rise and the run. So to find the rise and the run, we're going to draw a vertical line across A or along A and horizontal line across B. So let's do that. So you now have this point of intersection. Now, this vertical line from the point of intersection going to point A is your rise because obviously it's going up, or it's horizontal, it's rising. And then from the point of intersection going to point B, that is your run because it's horizontal. So it looks like if you imagine point B going through point C, then B has to run. And then uh, from point C, if this point C, if you imagine this point C going to point A, then point C has to go up. So that means that's rise. So basically, that's the concept here. So this is rise and then run. So now that we have identified the rise and the run, for the distance, we're going to use the formula, the square root of rise squared plus run squared. So this is basically the same distance formula. We just avoided the subtraction. So the convenience here lies in the fact that you no longer have to work with negative integers, which is commonly the source of errors, especially the if there are if the negative sign is placed together with a minus sign. That would always cause the error because the change of sign in subtraction is mostly omitted. So to avoid that inconvenience and to avoid the common mistake, we avoid using the distance formula that contains the subtraction. So all we have to do is just count the number of units of the rise, square it, add it to the number of units of the run, and then square it, and you get the square root of the two quantities. Now here, let's count the unit for the rise. You have from the point of origin 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rise is 4 units, run is 1, 2. So you just label that one. But before we continue, recall that if you're going to use the distance formula, you have to subtract, so you need to work out with the negative. So here, we did not work out with a negative, we just simply counted it. So this where the convenience of using this shortcut formula, right, is seen. So now we have rise is 4 and run is 2. Substitute it into the formula. You have 4 squared for the rise squared, 2 squared for the run squared. Simplify, that 16 plus 4, that becomes square root of 20. Simplify, you have 2 square root of 5. Therefore, the distance between 1, 3 and -1, -1 is 2 square root of 5. You can verify this using the distance formula. You'll come up with the same value, 2 square root of 5, as the distance of the 2 points. Next, let's have another example. We have 1, 0 and 4, 0. So same thing. Let's plot this on the rectangular coordinate system. This is 1, 0, that's your A. And 4, 0, this will be the B. Then consider the rise and the run. Now, if we draw vertical lines along A, it will not intersect at B. And same thing, if we draw a vertical line along B, it will not create a point of intersection along A. So all we can do is just draw a horizontal line, and that will contain both A and B. Now, A and B does not have any point of intersection. So what we have is only the run, because what we can draw is just a horizontal line. So it's just the run. So the same thing, even if there is no rise, the same thing, we can just use the formula square root of rise squared plus run squared, only that we are going to disregard the run or the rise, because we don't have the rise, we only have the run. So we're going to have, count the units for the run. You have 1, 2, 3. Again, do not count the point where you start counting. So you start with 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. Notice that it's the same thing if you start with 4. Don't start with 4. So you have 1, 2, 3. It's the same thing. So that's 3 squared. Then cancel it. That's 3. So the distance now is 3. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more algebra and mathematics tricks. Enjoy learning.